It's your boy DJ Akademiks, and now, if somebody told me that we were gonna get one of the top savages in the game, I'm talking about the nigga who rolls up his loud with fucking spinach. The nigga that falcon punches the soul out of niggas. The nigga that has the fist that's like a flying fucking hammer. Yes, talking about Offset. He's one of the top 3 goons out of Gwinnett County. If somebody told me he was heading to California, which we all know there's a notorious savage that lives in California, he's what we call Baphomet, 1/3 of the Chirac demonic trilogy, and also Overlord of Chirac. Now, if somebody told me those two were going to be in the same location after having such a long, extensive history of beefing, I'd probably say, hey man, there's going to be a lot of lacking, there's going to be a lot of bloodshed, and also, man, you better order some toe tags and body bags. These Negroes about to get it popping. Now, both Chief Keef and also Offset, they don't look like two niggas that really do too much talking. However, I'm here to say, which is a interesting turn of events, that the Migos, along with Chief Keef, they have squashed their beef. Now, most people did not expect this to be the case, but they put up a picture on Instagram and they show GBE Tato, we have Chief Keef and the Migos. Now, check this out, man, because for all you lost souls that's wondering, how did the beef get from 0 to 100? How did it get from 0 to 100 back to 0? Let me recap. So, a lot of sneak dissing actually started this beef, where the Migos dropped a song eventually called Broken Knees, aiming at the savages. Now, Chief Keef, being a defiant savage he said, listen, man, Migos can't come to no fucking Chirac, but you're not gonna tell a nigga who's jumping off stage and falcon punching, leaving fossils on the side of nigga faces. You're not gonna tell Offset he can't come to Chirac. So, in fact, the Migos went to Chirac twice. Now, check this out, because after visiting Chirac multiple times, the latest time they were confronted by GBE Lieutenant, GBE Capo, where he went 1 versus 30. But I've been telling y'all, man, 1 Chirac savage equal 12 regular niggas. So in fucking Olive Garden, he was ready to square up with the top 3 goons out of Gwinnett County. But check this out, because after that confrontation, and the Migos put that shit online, trying to embarrass GBE Capo, Fredo Santana, the other 1/3 of the Chirac demonic trilogy, the human embodiment of evil incarnate and the physical representation of Lucifer himself, he said, man, if the Migos kept fucking around, he'd get their whole fucking camp killed. Now, that's some serious words, because you're getting 2/3 of the Chirac demonic trilogy on your case. My nigga, you might as well just commit self-assisted suicide. However, we all know the last 1/3 of the Chirac demonic trilogy, which is the Chirac Grim Reaper himself, he actually chilled on the sidelines. He's like, listen, I'm going to refrain from mentioning the top 3 goons because Fred already in the cut, and that's a scary fucking sight. So, let's fast forward, because the Migos, they went to DC. Allegedly, Chief Keef and the Demon, Fredo, they made some calls, and Quavo's chain got taken. Now, the DC goons, and I'm going to show you the difference between, we got bosses and we got pawns. The pawns, they're doing the robberies. The bosses, they make moves and they make shit happen. The reason why niggas call the Grim Reaper, and he probably is not killing niggas, because he's the fucking boss. Check this out. Because the DC goons were the pawns. They ran up in there, they actually snatched the chain, and then afterwards, after one of the DC goons said he almost got killed 6 different ways in 6 different days, which I'm like, god damn, nigga, that's what you call a fucking bad week. They started snitching on each other, well, talking about Fat Trell got the 3-ring chain, and I'm like, this is kind of disorganized. So now we're caught up. So the Migos took their tour to fucking California, which it seems like a peace treaty has been put in place, which is actually a great thing, man. As I said, in war, pawns go first. Leaders make moves and they stop wars and they start them. Only a leader could declare war. The pawns, they carry out orders. If somebody says snatch a fucking Quavo's chain, you go do it, you pass it off, and then you try to gain some fame off it. You have no fucking power. But check this out, because we got to salute to these men. If everything seems official, this will be the end of the beef, and I hope so, because both sets of guys are independent. You're going to cross lanes with people who are affiliated with both of you. Migos doing hella shows. He's going to fucking cross lanes of people that's affiliated with Chief Keef and the Glow Gang. And fucking Chief Keef needs to get out there more and do more shows himself. So he's going to come across people that's fucking affiliated with fucking Offset. So, listen, Because if Chief Keef did get a new manager, which he said he fired his old one, and if this is one of their first good moves or their first official moves, this is a great fucking thing. And I gotta applaud all these people involved. And yes, listen, man, not all beef ends in death. It's not supposed to be that way. You could have your differences. It doesn't look like there was nothing too much other than a little bit ego damage on both sides, which I think both sides handle themselves pretty well. Listen, from The Wired, remember this line was like, there's wins and losses on both sides. But listen, there's more people on one than the other. So yeah, it looks like the beef is squashed, and I've got to say this is a good thing. Good thing, man. Both of these guys making a lot of money, and they should continue to make money. The bosses don't go dying for bullshit. The pawns, they carry out orders, right? When people over here talking about gang or whatever, you don't hear the Chirac demonic trilogy getting gunned down the streets. It's these other little niggas who are pawns. They get gunned down in the war in Chirac. You don't hear fucking the Migos when other shit's happening. They're the one that's doing the shit. You hear other people coming out making statements for them. Because money talks, and that makes you the boss in most cases. So yeah, the beef is over. What do you guys think? Good idea? Bad idea? Could you trust a Chirac Savage to uphold a peace treaty? I mean, you can't really trust a Chirac. You could trust a Chirac Savage just as far as his hand could get to his gun. Nah, it's not gonna work. But we're going to give it a chance. Even though I usually say, listen, man, with Chirac Savages, karma is only one lack away. So we'll see what happens. You guys get in the comment box. Weigh in who won, who lost. Great idea. Good job for both teams. And you guys let me know. It's your boy DJ Akademiks. I'm out.